Fishing in Sydney this weekend. Here's what's been biting around Sydney and where to cast your line. Well, around our river systems here in Sydney, the salmon have been absolutely going off. Whether that be targeting using surface lures, plastics, or even metals, they've been really, really consistent over the past couple of weeks and even over the past weekend. There's been some really nice captures of our salmon. Places that people have been catching them really consistently. Baronier Bay, main bar for our Port Hacking fishermen. Botany Bay, particularly around the Yarra Bay and the runways, have been producing some really nice salmon, and up in around the Sydney Harbour region, that middle harbour has been producing some really nice salmon. So that's what's been biting around Sydney. Let's look into where to go fishing this weekend, and we have a really nice weekend to head out for a fish. We are starting to head into that sort of spring weather, and what that means is our water temps are starting to increase. So number one tip for this weekend, look for those water temps, and I've said this over the past couple of weeks. You're looking for the running tide, and now over the weekend, the morning running tide goes to about 7:30, 8 o'clock. What you're looking for is that morning running tide should push in some nice warm oceanic water. Looking at 15.5, if it turns into that 16 degrees, we've got some really nice water temperature to have a fish in. Water temperature plays a big key in regards to the bite windows and how often and strong those fish will bite. The warmer the water, the more active they are, the more actively they will feed. So looking at this weekend, what I would be targeting that is that morning running tide. Again, you can target your salmon doing that, predicting that they will either be down deep in the bays and using your sounder to find them, or if they're up on top, surface lures are the biggest and best fun to catch them with that. Again, they could be targeting some really small fish. Eyes is what you're looking at. So like the Daiwa Slippery Dogs are a really good one. In the 65mm one, 2.95 inch flick is also a really good one to target them. Even though they're really big salmon, they often will bite those smaller lures versus the bigger ones that are around. If the salmon are not what you want to be targeting this weekend, I would actually be targeting this run out tide for some early season flooded. We've had a few nor'east winds, and nor'east winds are our traditional summer trade winds. That means that our warmer waters are coming, and they're coming in the next couple of weeks. The flathead will know this. If you can go up to a sand flat at the top of that run-in tide and fish the run-out tide, whether that be along the edges or up on the sand flat, will depend on your system. Now, places I might target for them, again, along that Tower area and Botany Bay would be the number one pick. For me, Woolooware Bay is also another really good one. The Warrenoa River as well is another really good one to target your flathead. So that's what's been biting around Sydney. Happy Father's Day this weekend. Head out, have a fish, enjoy, stay safe, and we'll see you next week for the Fishing Report.